All right, so I'm going to try and make this super quick, hopefully 5 minutes or less. So I've been sitting here thinking about gas prices and how they're rising like incredibly fast to just stupid levels. And everybody is like, oh no, it's because of Ukraine and Russia, and you know, that's the reason why the gas prices are raising. Probably, well, it's so fast recently. But, I mean, the gas prices were going up as soon as Biden took office. As soon as he started signing it, as soon as he signed like the cancellation of the Keystone Pipeline, they started raising because we weren't producing as much oil anymore. We weren't producing as much fuel anymore. And now we're going to go ask Venezuela and Iran to produce more. And it's like, I was watching the press conference, and the Fox reporter asked Jen Psaki, why aren't we doing it here? And she's like, oh, well, we are doing it here. Well, why aren't we doing it more? Why aren't we getting new leases? Why aren't we increasing our production? We're going to ask all these other countries to increase it. Why aren't we doing it here? Why are we still going to pay them to do it when we could do it here? We can have more jobs here. Whoa. When is everybody going to wake up and realize that we're being played by the world? I mean, maybe that's a little bit too extreme of an opinion, but I mean, I think that's kind of what it is. Like, we're being taken advantage of, and nobody seems to care. Everybody's stuck in their own little world. And as far as the gas prices go, my opinion is this: the people that can afford to pay the new gas prices, especially here in California. I mean, in Big Sur, it's like almost $8 a gallon for the 87 octane, right? People that can afford to pay for that, they don't care. They're not worried about it at all. I mean, I'm worried about it. I have a good job, and I'm worried about $5 a gallon gas. I'm really worried about it. Not that I can't afford it. It's just, what am I going to have to give up? And how does that affect everybody else down the line? How does, I think I was trying to look up today how many, what's the average that a family goes out to eat? And I mean, it was all over the board. So, and I don't really believe this, because like one website said like average is like 4 times a week for family to go out. I'm like, I don't know. I don't believe that. Maybe 3. We'll go 3. So if a family only goes out to eat 3 times a month, 3 times a week on average right now, without gas prices going up to where they are, they're going to cut things, and they're going to start cutting things like going out to eat. How is that going to affect the rest of the economy? How is that going to affect the local economy and where they live? What's the trickle down of that? If every family decides, hey, I'm going to cut back, I'm only going to go out once a week instead of 3 times a week, or I'm going to only go out twice a week instead of 4, what's going to end up happening to that if every family does that in certain areas? I mean, in Elk Grove, there's over 170,000 people. What if half that population decides, you know what, I'm only going to go out to eat once a week instead of 4 times a week? How are businesses going to feel that? And then I was thinking about along the lines of the people that can't afford to drive electric vehicles are the ones that don't need the electric vehicles. Electric vehicles are extremely expensive, right? And they're just not meant for the average person. They're not meant for the average worker. They're not meant for the construction worker that can't telework, that has to have a truck, that has to tow stuff, that has to carry tools, that has to carry supplies. Electric vehicles are not meant for them, and they should be. Ford is trying with their F-150 Lightning that I don't even know when it's going to come out, but it's got the base range is 230 miles unloaded with one person in it. If you load the bed up with equipment and stuff and towing stuff, how far can you get? I mean, honestly, how far can you get? Is that a suitable solution for construction workers? Is that a suitable solution for a construction worker who right now probably has a used truck that they bought used, and it's getting them A to B, it's getting them to their job site and back? They're not going to be, and they bought a used truck because of the fact that maybe they can't afford to buy a brand new truck. I mean, I've got a 2016 F-150. Sticker price was like $44,000. I got lucky enough that I was able to trade something in, got a good trade in on it, and it didn't cost me that much. But I grew up around construction workers. Almost my entire family on my mom's side is all construction workers. When I was growing up, my dad was the only one that had a brand new truck, and that was because he owned the company. That was it. That was the reason why he had it. He had a brand new truck because of that, basically. Otherwise, nobody else that I knew that worked construction had a brand new vehicle. Everybody had used vehicles because it was cheap, because of the fact that they didn't get paid that much. And these people that are out there doing that type of work, the people that are, the landscapers, the people that are coming around mowing lawns and stuff like that, they're probably not making enough to buy a brand new truck, to spend $39,000 on a brand new F-150 Lightning because they can't afford gas. So what's going to end up happening is, to those people, they're going to basically, at least here in California, I notice it's cheaper as you move east as far as gas goes, but here in California, those people are basically working to go to work so they can afford to go to work. I mean, what kind of life is that? And to sit there and hear our leadership in this country go, yeah, we're doing everything we possibly can. We're going to go get oil from our enemies. We're going to go get oil from a socialist country in Venezuela. And we're going to go get oil from a country that used to chant death to America in Iran. Really? Or we're going to go to Saudi Arabia and we're going to get oil from them, even though they have gross human rights violations and how they treat women and stuff like that. Really? We're going to go do that. That's our plan, instead of just doing it here. What's wrong with everybody? Why is it that as a country, as a population, we are not standing up and saying that is wrong as one voice? Meanwhile, you have elites like Stephen Colbert tweeting out, I don't care if it goes to, I'll pay it if it goes to $4. I'll pay it if it goes to $15. I don't care because I drive a Tesla. Of course you don't care. You drive a Tesla. And of course you don't care. Even if you didn't, you probably make enough money, it doesn't matter. Or you have a car service or something. You don't care. When you get to a certain point where you make enough money, you don't care, because it doesn't matter. It matters to the little people. It matters to the people that make this country go. That's what matters. I mean, I was talking to my little brother today, and he drives 90 miles round trip to and from work. And he's basically figuring he's going to spend like $500 a month in gas. That's not okay at all. And that's in Nevada. That's not even in California. I don't understand why that's okay. I don't understand why we are not out in the street, why we are not all over the place freaking out about this. Everybody says, oh, it'll just pass. It'll pass. No, it's not. I'm sorry, it's not. Maybe it won't stay at $5 a gallon. Maybe it won't stay at $6 a gallon. But it's not going to go back down to the way it was before Joe Biden took office. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not. Never will. We've missed out. Just like it's never going to go back to $1.50 a gallon. Or I think I can remember it being like under $1 a gallon when I was really little. Never going to go back to that. You got too many people that are greedy, and you've got too many taxes, and you've got just the fact that people won't let it go back that way. Just like houses will never cost what they used to. It's not going to happen. People need to wake up and figure out that we are stronger together, and we need to let our representatives hear that. And the crazy thing, and I'm going to leave you with this, the crazy thing is this, is that if the Biden administration came out tomorrow and said, you know what, while this crisis is going on, we are going to expand our oil production, we're going to start everything back up, and we're going to ease the pain of the American people while this is happening. Everybody would be like, awesome. The only people that wouldn't are the whack jobs who think the world is going to end tomorrow. The whack jobs that every 2 years they're saying the world is going to end in 10 years. Those are the only ones that are going to be upset. Everybody else is going to be like, cool. Even if you don't like Joe Biden, you'll be like, cool, right on. That's great. Thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you. But they're not doing that. Instead, they just keep kicking the can. And I feel like they're sitting in basically an ivory tower looking down on the rest of us going, yeah, that must suck. They don't know what we feel. They don't know how we feel. They don't know what we're going through. They don't know any of that stuff. And we need to start telling them that. It's not about COVID anymore. COVID's over. Sorry, it is. It's over. It's done. We're done. Kids get their masks off at the end of this week here in California. It's done. It's not about COVID anymore. It's about this. And it's about us letting our representatives know that we're upset. And I challenge anybody that watches this video to do that. You've got to make your voices heard. That's what we are. That's why we're a representative democracy. It's not a straight up democracy. It's a representative democracy, and we need to hold our representatives accountable for this. Okay, that's it. Rant over. Dang it. 11 minutes. I was hoping for 5. Oh well. See ya.